So now I'm going to saddle her up, and I'm probably not going to ride her. I doubt that I will. But I just want to see how she handles the saddle. I want to see how cinchy she might be. And one thing I've learned over the years, don't take anything for granted. Okay? You would assume this mare's been saddled hundreds of times, right? Because somebody told me that somebody else told them that somebody told them she'd been saddled hundreds of times. Okay? Well, I'll let her tell me how many times she's been saddled and how she feels about it. Okay, so that seems fine. She doesn't seem too bothered by that. Just give me a moment to get this cinch down where it'll fit her. Okay. So I'm being pretty careful here since I've not saddled her before. Here's a little trick, by the way. If you need to hold on to your horse, but you need both hands, just crook your lead rope over your elbow like that. And then if she moves, I can just real quickly reach and grab that rope if I need to. That's okay. Now, since I'm evaluating her, I'm going to cinch this back cinch tighter than I normally would. Because if she's cinchy, I want to know it today. If that's going to cause her to lose her cookies, let's find out now. Okay. Just looking to see if she's worried or bothered by the saddle. Okay. Okay. She's overreacting a little bit there, which could mean several things. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna tighten that saddle before it starts sliding. She's pretty fat, so I had this happen not too long ago with another horse that was pretty chunky, and I tightened the cinch snug, which would have been snug for a horse with good withers, but because she was so chubby, that saddle went sideways. Okay, and that ended up ruining a good saddle. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so she can kind of be pretty reactive there a little bit. I don't think the saddle's bothering her too much. See how she's taken off, really. She's reacting to my body. I don't know if you saw that. When I kind of looked like I was going at her, she really reacted, kind of overreacted to that. All right. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing so far. She's got some fear, but she doesn't show it. She kind of like holds it in. And that's pretty dangerous, frankly. That's pretty dangerous, you know? See that? Okay. Okay. All right. So she's, And this saddle's really tight now. It's more tight. It's tighter than it needs to be. That's okay for today. All right. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to check her out and see just how cinchy she is. Okay. And the way I do that is I just use this lunge line here with a big ring, so I've got a quick release. And I will, okay, just do this. Since I'm pretty confident she's okay with it here, because I put that back cinch pretty tight already. All right. Okay. Get away from me. There we go. Okay, that's not bothering her too much. She doesn't act like she even notices. Okay. Ooh. Good girl. Good girl. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm putting about 3 or 4 pounds of pressure here. There in her flank area. She's not humping up. Okay. She's speeding up, you know, because it is bothering her a little bit, but she's not blowing up or anything. She's also not relaxing and down regulating there. Okay. I'm just trying to find out how well she handles pressure. Okay. So she passed that test pretty well. I don't think that's a deal. Okay. Okay, now let's put some weight in the saddle and just try a few things here. Now, she licked her lips just like one lick right there, but she's pretty tight, like, you know, tensed up. Okay, let's see how she handles this right here. Okay. I kind of expected that from the way she responded to the flag earlier. Okay. See her head and her eye got really big right then. Let's see how long it takes her to lick her lips. There, she licked her lips when I started walking away from her, and she hooked onto me and followed me. So I'm seeing some things I really like. I really like that. She's looking for comfort. Okay? And she doesn't know me. She just met me a few minutes ago, but she can, you know, kind of tell that I've got a soft hand and interesting. Okay. Now, when she bucked her owner off a month ago, I asked her owner, which she said she was in the round pen, and the horse started bucking, and the owner, the lady Diane, she said she rode the buck all the way around the round pen, which is pretty impressive to me because I couldn't do that. But then when she fell off, the horse kept bucking. She kept doing that, okay? So what that means is she's not a habitual bucker. Because horses like rodeo horses like that, if they're bucking to get you off their back, then once you're off their back, they're going to quit bucking, right? If that was their goal. And those are the kind of horses that are pretty difficult to fix. All right, if she kept bucking, that just meant she was in a panic. So whatever scared her had her in a panic. All right. And I wasn't there, so I don't know what it was. Okay, now I'm just going to put some weight in the stirrup. And again, I'm assuming this isn't going to bother her, but I'm going to be prepared if it does. Okay, I want her nose tipped this way. Okay. Now I'm going to touch her with my toe. See if I can get her to yield her hindquarter around here. Okay. Wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. There she goes and licks again. So that took, what, about 30 seconds maybe?